Hey y'all, Devin Harris again doing some gear reviews. So today we're talking about the Hot Wax by Electro Harmonix. It's a dual overdrive. It's pretty awesome, man. This thing's kind of like a modified tube screamer. On the right side and on the left, which gets fed by the right, is it's basically a MOSFET overdrive, which is really awesome, man. Like smooth stuff. But anyway, this is totally studio quality pedal for really good price. They run for like 110. And this sounds like something you'll be interested in. Stick around. Alright, the amp I'll be using today is this Roland Bolt 60. They're semi-rare. I mean, I think they made them between 84 and like 97 or something, but I can't remember. You can correct me in the comments. But a really cool amp. It's bi-state, and the reason why I chose to use it today is because I wanted to show you that the MOSFET overdrive works great with solid state and tube preamps. Because sometimes like tube screamers especially just don't, it doesn't give the solid state preamp what it needs to overdrive. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. But I thought I'd show you that you can use it with all different types of amps, tube, solid state, whatever. And this one's still got a tube post amp, so you still get all the saturation you want. Anyway, let's get into this. Alright, going to start out today's video with this Epiphone SG, just to get some basic humbucker tones, and good overdrive tones, because that's usually what people use for it. Alright guys, here we are, one of my Coca-Cola crate pedal boards. I got the Hot Wax on here. We're just going to see what it does in a real live rig setting. Of course, I got my Bolt 60 over in the corner. I'll heat it up, lower you down so you can see what's going on there. Alright. So, as we can see, we got it all set up with some nice general settings on it. Make sure you can see the layout there. Alright, so we got volume and drive, both channels, and then bass, treble, and a blend. Therefore, we can blend like the clean in to the drive channel signal. So that's my clean amp, really clean. Playing the SG. There's the neck. Here's the bridge. Now I like to use the hot tube side for the clean overdrive because it's the MOSFET, and the Roland Bolt 60, as most of y'all probably know, is a bi-state amp, so it likes to be cleaner. Doesn't really like the tube screamer as much. Not right into it for a clean boost. Here we go. Clean dry tone. Here's the Hot Wax. Really smooth overdrive. It catches the integrity of your strings really good. Now I've got the blend way down. This is just sort of my settings. And I'll show you how it reacts with my rig. What I found is this thing's real nice if you're going through a Fender style amp or something with a wider range of sound, less mid-range. Really tightens the bottom end up. It takes that 12's kind of muffly with that bridge. It just cleans it right up. Adds just a tiny bit of mid, but you can scoop that out some with your blend and your treble. Now, the wax side, which is what I'm sure y'all all been waiting to hear. Got it set up a little thin, mid-rangey, to kind of to push the hot tube side. Here's it by itself. A little bit drier, cleaner sound than tube screamer. That's on the neck. It's really picking that pickup nice. It's picking up everything the pickup's putting out. Go to the bridge. Now it can get a little fizzy or fuzzy, whatever you want to call it, if you don't work your blend. You got to get the blend up. If you want it to be more of a distortion pedal, which it's not technically, it's an overdrive, you can make a distortion. You got to cut the blend all the way up and saturate all the way into the pedal sound. And then it's going to take away all your clean guitar signal. And then the overdrive will be less fizzy, but of course, you know, it's more like a mosfet or something like that. Or a tube screamer at that point. It's really taken away from your guitar sound. That's how much thinner it is now. Then we blend the guitar back into it. You can hear, like, listen to the lows come back in. There's all our tone back in front of the overdrive there. As far as what people say kind of on the internet and stuff, it kind of coloring your signal, it does a little bit. They've got their own bypass, a version of a bypass on there, just like all boss pedals do. Like a gate. But I like how it colors it. It gives it a nice tubey warmth to the top, but it still tightens the bottom end. So now let's hear what it does, say, with a compressor. And I like to run my compressor after my drives. Ah, that's fat. Feeds it nice. Now put on both sides. That'll take away some of the fizzliness too if you're still liking your clean tone under your drive. So there you go. That's the Hot Wax, y'all. I'll be right back with the Strat just so you can hear it with some single coils. Hey y'all, back with the Strat. Now we're going to get some single coil tones out of this thing, and I'm going to show you just how awesome this overdrive is, because it'll really get the tone right out of these single coils. You know that's hard to do. Alright, now with single coils here, I got the Strat plugged in. I haven't changed anything, so, you know, it's a little quieter. But I want to show you how much of the integrity of the pickup this thing really picks up. So that's the Strat on the 4 position. Here's my 2. Real clacky. Kind of thin. Wait, okay, I haven't changed anything on here either. Awesome, man. It picks up the single coils really great. It's probably my favorite thing about this pedal. Like, I can always get this tube screamer or that overdrive to work with any kind of humbucker, but some single coils it just doesn't get. So this is an 83 Japanese reissue of a 59 Strat, and I put the 65 pickups in there. So they're real low output. Mimics them well. And the Hot Wax, like, it really really overdrives your sound without taking away from it in a really cool way. I say it's one of the best cheap dual overdrives out there. And I say cheap only because it's relatively inexpensive compared to most of the really good dual overdrives that really do it for you on the market. Alright, let's hear them both together. Let's do what we did before, where we blend all the way into just pedal tone. See what it does for us. Still pretty clean, a little fuzzy. You gotta really drive that MOSFET side if you're gonna do that. See, and the cool thing about this pedal is you got the MOSFET side, and then you've got the, you know, hard clipping sort of overdrive side over here, sort of like a tube screamer. So if you got a real, you know, gushy warm tube amp, the mid-range to this will bring you right through it. But if you've got an amp that you already really like the integrity of what it's doing, you can just push it through this MOSFET like. And then add it. Even with the blend all the way up, the high end stays almost just like the amp. Now I'll blend it back in like. Now I'm getting the low end more like the amp produces too. Alright, now, last but not least, compress it. Cut through anything with that. Get sort of those kind of Gilmore-ish tones. I'm sure if you really overdrove, if you take some overdrive on both channels, you can get some really nice fuzz-like sounds. Let's have fun and see how it relates with a couple of other drives on the board, like this is an old 88 TS9 right off the shelves. Nothing special done to it. Original year tube screamer. Well, TS9 anyway. So let's put on this version of it. The new screamer there. They blend in one another really well. Sounds almost like you're blending an 808 and a TS9. And of course the red channel on top. You just get a laser beam going on. Put the overdrive on. It's like the sound of the 70s, really. Put the compressor on that. Yep, pretty nice, y'all. So anyway, been good hanging out. That's the Hot Wax by Electro Harmonix. If you like it, you know, like and subscribe on the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you got one, if you use it, and come on back. You know, we're gonna keep releasing videos. Once I get a few more subscribers, I'm gonna start releasing some music too, and I hope to have the band on the page. So y'all be looking for that. All right. Subscribe. Much love, y'all.